Hi, welcome to this Power Online Review video, and in this video I'm going to look at how to manage your reviews. Now the main place to look for your reviews is in Manage Feedback. So from the admin panel you can see Online Reviews and then Manage Feedback, and you get a full list and a full history of all the feedback that's been given. So obviously they've got a reference number, we've got a name in here, we've got an email address if they've been collected, and a telephone number. If they've entered a telephone number in the form as well, that will then come in, but the telephone number is optional. You'll get the number of star ratings, so you better see whether that's good or bad, deciding on what your particular settings are. And of course, if you've collected the feedback or the review locally, then you should get a written review in here as well. If you've collected a third-party review, of course, that'll be stored on that particular site that they've gone to put that on, whether that's be Yelp or TripAdvisor or some other review site. The options we have here is to view or delete. So if I just have a little look at this one, if I view it, it basically just gives me a single view, if you like, of the form, but everything's exactly the same, the information that we've got, but it's kind of in a different format and probably easier to read, especially if you've got some large message in there. Clicking Manage Feedback will just take you back to the main Manage Feedback admin area. And if you want to respond to any of these reviews, you can simply click on the email. So I click on the email, and as you would have seen from the configuration video, you can set up this particular email to be whatever you want. Both the title and the content. So obviously you just need to set this up as is your particular requirements. But of course, once this comes up, you can still edit this to whatever you want to say. You may want to edit this, add some more text, for instance. And then of course you can just send that and it will be delivered to the reviewer. So if you remember, if I just look at my emails for the moment, you can see that if you get reviews posted, you can get notification of those. So I just open up this one. And this is the Bill Bailey one. So I've got a notification saying it's Bill Bailey and the email address and no phone number here because that wasn't entered. And of course the rating. And it says you get access, you get a link here that takes you directly to the feedback in your admin panel. So if I click that one, so it will take us to our single one. So there it is, Bill Bailey, etc. And here you can click this link again and address the email back to them with the default email and anything you want. Or you can go to Manage Feedbacks, and that'll just take you back to the main form and you can deal with things from here. The other option with these, of course, is to delete something. So if you've got a particular review that you want to get rid of for whatever reason, you can actually delete them. So this last one, I'm just going to delete this. So if you've tested it for some reason, you want to delete it, or for whatever reason, then I can just click delete. And that'll get rid of that for me. And of course, you can export these as a CV, so you can open them up in an Excel spreadsheet or similar and file them off and keep them safe as well. Okay, so that covers the basic functionality of managing your reviews. Just to note that the plugin, when installed and activated, if I just look at the users, you'll see that it creates a new user role called Power Online Review Manager. So if you set up a user with a review manager, you can see that I've kind of done that here. In fact, if I just log out from the admin panel, at the moment you can see if I'm as an administrator, I have access to everything. So if I give this to somebody to manage the online reviews, then obviously they've got access to the whole website, which is not a good thing. So I can simply just log out of this for the minute and let me log in. as a POR reviewer, and you'll now see that all I get is access to the online reviews on the dashboard, my profile there. But again, the dashboard is just informational, nothing that can be messed with. So if I go to online reviews, you'll see I don't even have access to the forms in this one. I only can manage the feedback. So that means you can have an employee or a VA or somebody else managing all this for you, and you can just give them simple access to that alone, so they can't mess up the site or do anything else. But of course they can save it off, and of course they can view anything, and of course they can respond to the emails, etc. Okay, that's how simple it is to manage the reviews, and that brings us to the end of that video.